Hello everybody, my name is Mary and I'm really happy that you're going to take part in this mindfulness class with me today. I hope that apart from learning some English vocabulary, you could also be inspired and actually incorporate a little bit of mindfulness into your workspace, maybe even into your everyday life. So to get started, I would like you to think what mindfulness actually is and what it means for you. To help you a little bit, here you have 3 questions that I would like you to answer. And I would like you to stop the video right now and think. When you're ready, please come back to me. Okay, so here you have your answers, and now we're going to read 2 parts from the BBC article. But to make it a little bit more difficult, I've taken a few words out of the article. So your task will be to read the part and put the words into the correct gaps. Once more, I will ask you to stop the video, think about the correct answers, and then we'll check together. So here you can see the correct answers, and you can also see the answer to the question what mindfulness exactly is. I want you to remember that there is no one correct answer to this, and mindfulness can actually be everything that you can think about. Now time for the next 2 questions. So why is mindfulness so popular and what are the benefits of it? Once more, I would like you to stop the video and try to place the words into the correct gaps and then check together. Here you can see the answers. Let's read them and make sure that everything was fine. Okay, so now that you know what mindfulness actually is, I would like you to learn some new words connected to the topic. So here you can see a few collocations, and obviously I want you to match the first part to the second one. Stop the video once more and be back with me in a moment. Here you can see the answers. I think you did fine. Let's take a look at them and see how we can use them in everyday life. So the first one is cope with a situation. For example, you can say the best way to cope with a difficult situation is to sleep on it. Next one, be in the present. For instance, try not to overthink and be in the present or in the present moment. The next one is feel grounded, and actually it might be a little bit tricky because I'm sure you remember the word grounded in a negative one from all those, teenage series or movies where people were grounded, meaning they couldn't leave their house. But actually, in this case, it's a positive one. After having practiced yoga for a month, I finally feel grounded. So I finally feel connected to myself and in peace. Next one is actually pretty easy. Direct your attention to something. For instance, if you're stressed, try directing your attention to the sounds you're hearing. That's a very basic mindfulness exercise, by the way. You can do it right now if you like to. And the last one, an important one, reduce stress. For example, listening to quiet music reduces stress by 20%. And I don't know if you knew, but this is actually true. So now, let's move to another part. Here you can see the article from the New York Times in which you can also see the collocations from the last exercise. So I would like you to stop the video and read the part of the article to make sure that you know how those collocations really behave in texts. All right, so we're done with this part. And now, the crucial part, I would like you to think about your own workspace. You can stop the video and even maybe take a piece of paper and note the good things that surround you: smells, sounds, people, colors, structures, anything that helps you with your work and which helps you to feel grounded. And on the other side, put everything that makes it more difficult for you to work. That could be, too loud neighbors from your desk, or maybe a bad smell, or maybe not enough fresh air. Just be honest with yourself. You can just do it in your head. You can put it on the paper. Maybe that could inspire you to finally change something or to add something that could definitely help you, but you haven't done it yet. All right, so now that you have thought a little bit about your own workspace, I would like you to propose you a stop technique. It's personally my favorite one because it's not too overwhelming. When people start their adventure with mindfulness, it might seem a little tricky because it's another thing that you have to remember about and you have to do. So that's why I would like to show you a stop technique, which is really easy. It usually takes you less than a minute to do it, and it can actually make a difference. But to make sure you know how it works, I would like you to find the correct definition of the 4 steps of the stop technique. So stop the video and find the correct letter. Okay, so the first part is to actually stop. So it's obviously D, taking a momentary pause no matter what you're doing. Then, after you're done with that, take a breath, which is C. Feel the sensation of inhaling and exhaling, which brings you back to the present moment. Then, observe. Acknowledge what is happening for good or bad, inside you or outside. Just note it, whatever it was you were doing. And the last one, the easiest one, A. Proceed. Having briefly checked in with the present moment, continue with it. So as you can see, it's really easy for you to incorporate into your everyday routine. Now it's something for the masters. So we're going to have a look at 5 idioms connected with mindfulness, relaxing, meditation, and all that. So again, a little stop and match an idiom with the explanation. All right, so here we have the first one, take a breather. So obviously it's E, to stop what you are doing for a short time in order to rest, maybe in order to take a breath, I hope so. Number 2, let your hair down, to relax and enjoy yourself because you're in a comfortable environment. So that's D. And personally, I usually do that literally. So I literally let my hair down when I come back home from work. The third one, put your feet up. Obviously, it's A, to relax, especially by sitting with your feet supported above the ground. Then number 4, have a lie in. C, to rest by staying in bed later than usual in the morning. That's what I've done today. And the last one, a little bit connected with having a lie in, is zone out. So just taking a nap. I'm really happy that you're still here with me. And I hope that now the general idea of mindfulness is interesting to you. Maybe you would like to learn something more. That's why here you can see my favorite apps. Me personally, I'm using Headspace, but I have also used Calm, and all of them are really good. Also, if you would like to hear other people talking about mindfulness, here you have a few podcasts. The first one, 10% Happier with Dan Harris. It's my personal favorite. That's why it's first on the list, obviously. But the other 2 are amazing too. The English is really nice, not too difficult, but you could probably learn a lot from it. And if you want to be more structured and learn something more from the beginning, here you have a website, mindful.org. There's the whole world of mindfulness out there, and you can start from scratch. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope we could see each other in the future, maybe during face-to-face classes, maybe online. And for now, thank you for being with me, and remember to breathe.